Hello students, how are you? Today, let we learn organic chemistry. In organic chemistry, we are going to learn the major concept is of hydrocarbons. What exactly the hydrocarbon is? Carbon is combining with hydrogen. Only the compounds which are having carbon and hydrogen are considered as hydrocarbons. So, when we have seen around us, everything is a carbon compound, a chalk paste, duster. What you are listening, no, with a phone, that phone is also made up of a carbon. So whatever, wherever we go, that carbon compounds are there. So they'll play a very important role in our daily life. What we are going to consume the food, that also includes the carbohydrates. That's what carbon with hydrogen, hydrocarbon, and along with oxygen atom must be there. So hence it is considered as carbohydrates. So now those are carbohydrate is also a compound of carbon. So now let me learn the organic part of organic chemistry, that is of hydrocarbons. A cosmetics is a hydrocarbon. A plastic is a hydrocarbon. What we can call it as a polymer of it. Polymer. Polymer means a monomer, single unit is fused complex, or a big compound is considered as polymer. Polymer is also a part of, it's also considered as hydrocarbon itself. So now let me learn hydrocarbon in detail today. What are hydrocarbons? A carbon is combining with the hydrogen. The compounds of carbon and hydrogen is called as hydrocarbons. Okay, so let me learn hydrocarbons along with the classifications. Now this hydrocarbon is have to, when carbon is combining with the hydrogen, only the carbon and hydrogen compounds are called as hydrocarbons. When carbon is combining with the hydrogen, in what way it is going to be combining, whether it is a cyclic structure or a chain manner. Based on that, we have been classified into two types. One is aliphatic hydrocarbon and aromatic hydrocarbon. Aromatic hydrocarbon. Aliphatic structures, aliphatic hydrocarbons are considered as open chain. Open chain structures, that means when carbon is combining with the hydrogen in a link manner, chain manner, that is considered as open chain. And in the aromatic compounds, at least it includes the cyclic structure. Cyclic structure or a ring structures we can say. Cyclic structure. Aromatic includes the benzene ring. So here it is a cyclic structure and then it is in open chain like structures. Now this aliphatic compound has been further divided into the two categories, that is of saturated hydrocarbon and unsaturated hydrocarbon. Saturated and unsaturated. For what we call as saturated hydrocarbons, the carbon is combining with hydrogen only with the single bond. So single bonds compounds are considered as saturated hydrocarbons. It has been further called as alkanes. And unsaturated hydrocarbons are those compounds, they'll have the carbon with hydrogen. These are also called carbon with hydrogen, but it includes double as well as triple bonds. So those have been further divided into based on the number of bondings. So if it is double bond, then it is called as alkene. And only the compounds which are having double bonded. So it is called as alkene. Now it is of alkyne. So alkynes are having the triple bonds in between the carbon and hydrogen. At least it includes includes one triple bond. In the case of alkene, what happens? It includes double bond. And in this case, saturated hydrocarbons, at least it includes a single bond. All the bondings with carbon and hydrogen are with single bond only. So we are able to describe the alkanes or saturated aliphatic hydrocarbons. How can we define the alkenes? Alkenes are saturated aliphatic, means open chain. They'll have a not closed one. Open chain hydrocarbons are considered as alkanes. Now they'll have a general formula with CnH2n plus 2. CnH2n plus 2. Okay, so now let me consider alkanes first. So we'll have to learn now what is the structure and how carbon is combining with the hydrogen. Now let me learn in detail now. Okay. As I already explained you, alkenes are considered as aliphatic single chain compounds. So the bond in between the bond in between is a single bond, and then they are combining in a chain manner. Hence its general formula is CnH2n plus 2 here. So this is the general formula. When carbon is having a number 1, N will starts with the 1, 2, 3. Okay. So its general formula is CnH2n plus 2. Now let me learn how it is going to be combining. When I said no, 1, N is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. This goes on increasing. The number of carbon atoms goes on increasing. We are going to maintain the hydrogen bondings in between them. So let me learn the first member in the case of alkane. When carbon is 1, it can be able to combine with the hydrogens, because we can be able to combine the hydrogen atoms with the carbon only 4, because carbon is having a tetravalency. Tetravalency means carbon is able to bind only or able to make the bonds of 4. Hence it is considered as tetravalency. Now it can be able to write in a different way according to the based on the formula only, general formula only. What is general formula? CnH2n plus 2. Okay, so this is called as the first member. So what is the name of this first member? It is called as methane. If carbon atom is 1, the root word is meth. Then the second member, so that means carbon with 2 bondings, 2 carbon atoms. How it is going to be binding? Tetravalency, we should match it. Carbon is having a tetravalency, that is 4 bondings for each carbon atom. For this bond is common for first carbon atom and second carbon atom. Now we are going to balance the hydrogens here. So when we are going to check the general formula, let me learn what is N. N is equal to number of carbon atoms. Okay, so this is the second member. It is called as ethane. Right. So now let's we match with the general formula CnH2n plus 2. So what is the carbon? N is the number of carbon atoms. Let me cross verify with the methane. So what is the number of carbon atoms here in the case of methane? 1 carbon atom. 1 carbon atom in the sense C with 1 carbon atom having. So when N is equal to 1 means what happens with the hydrogen atoms? 2 into 1, because N is the number of carbon atom plus 2. So then C we are not supposed to show with the E1. Then H2 plus 2 is H4. Now methane is having the formula CH4. So writing the bondings with hydrogen is the structural formula of methane. This is we are going to summarizing the general formula for methane, and this is the condensed formula. This is the structural formula, or we can say the molecular formula of methane is CH4. Okay, so now we will match with the ethane also for the general formula. What is the general formula? Yes, CnH2a plus 2. So, number of carbon atoms. N is number of carbon atoms. How many carbon atoms are there in the case of ethane? It's only 2. So, C2, then H, we should manage with the H now. So, what is the formula for H? So, that is 2N plus 2. 2 into 2 plus 2 is C2, H. 2 to 4 plus 2 is 4. C2H4 are there. So, this is the ethane. And then let's we learn the third member. So that's what third member is. Third member in the sense carbon atoms are 3 here. How can we write like this? How can we write this? For the propane, for each carbon atom, 4 hydrogen atoms are going to be combining here. H, H. So its molecular formula, this is the structural formula. Its molecular formula is C3H8. Okay, so we can be able to write, this is the structural formula, we can be able to write in a condensed formula. So that's what CH3, first is of CH3, second is CH2, next is of CH3. The name of the third member is propane. Okay, it is propane. So this is the structural formula, this is the condensed formula, and another one formula is there, that is the bond line formula. Bond line formula are those which can be able to write with the lines only. So that will start with the propane itself. Why? Because, so I'll tell you why it is so. So for this one, let me write to bond line with the carbon atom propane. With the member, third member propane. 1 CH3, CH2, CH. So when it is then this is like V, this is the bond line. Every corner of the open corner will leads to the structure. So CH3 will be there here, and then at the corner, at this corner, that's of CH2. This is CH3, CH2, CH3. Okay, another one formula is there, that is the ball and stick model. So this is the ball and stick model of it. So the black is considered as its carbon atom. Each carbon atom is going to be binding with the 4 hydrogen atoms. See, this is the best example of ball model of methane. Why? Because this is black color is a carbon and white color is of hydrogen. How carbon is combining with the hydrogen, 4 moles of hydrogen. Okay, this is the structure of methane. Okay, this is the model of methane. Next, so this is the model of ethane. 2 carbon atoms are combining with 3 moles of hydrogen atoms. For each carbon, 3 moles are going to be attached here. So I said you that 4 carbon atoms have been combining, but the another one, a common bond is there in between carbon with carbon, that is a common bond. So just in the case of ethane. So see, in between these 2 carbon atoms, there is a common bond. That bond is called as a common bond in between the 2 carbon atoms. And then if this is a common bond, and the remaining will be remaining 3 bonds for hydrogen atom, it can be able to combine. So then second is ethane, first member is methane, and third member is of propane. Then the fourth member is butane. So methane, ethane, propane and butane. Okay, so let me learn how to write butane now. Fourth member is butane. Butane in the sense C of 4 carbon atoms. So one, it is going to be combining C with C with C. Okay, 4 carbon atoms are there. This is the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon atom and the fourth carbon atom. Is there any cyclic manner? No. Why? Because this is the aliphatic carbon atoms, compounds. Aliphatic compounds in the sense they will be having open chain structures. First, second, third and the fourth carbon atom. Let's say balance 4 carbon bondings with the hydrogen. So let me check with the first carbon atom. It has binding with the second carbon atom. How many bonds it needs? Only 3 bonds, right? So we'll write H here. Okay, for the second carbon atom, already it has 2 bonds. So we are going to match with the hydrogen only 2. So third carbon atom is also having to bind 2 bonds are already there. We need to balance with the 2 more hydrogen atoms. And what about with the C? Last carbon atom, already only 1 bond is there. We need to balance 3 bondings of hydrogen. So what is the formula for this is C4. Already I have written here C4. And then how many hydrogen atoms are there? 4 plus 4, 8 plus 2 is of 10. So the molecular formula of butane is C4H10. So then bond line of formula for butane is, so there's one CH3, this is CH2 and again this is of CH2, CH2, so CH3, CH2 second carbon atom and third carbon atom and this is a fourth carbon atom. Where there is a opening is there, so there is the presence of CH3. Where there is a corner is there, now here in these 2 corners. So C1, C2, C3 and C4 here. C2 and C3, C here. This is C2 and C3 are able to bind with the CH2 only. Got it? So this is the bond line structure of butane. Okay? Well, the condensed formula of butane, shall we write the condensed formula? This is the structural formula, this is the molecular formula. Now let me learn condensed formula. So this is CH3. So CH3. Second carbon atom is having the bond of CH2. Next is CH2. Next is of CH3. Okay. So CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3 is the condensed formula. We need condensed still more it is. So the structure is CH3. How many CH2 atoms are there? CH2, CH2, 2. So hence CH2, 2 are there with, it is combining here with the CH3. Okay, this is the condensed formula of butane. This is the structural formula of butane and this is the bond line formula of butane. Okay, so in this way we need to learn the alkanes. Okay, students, tomorrow let me learn how we are going to prepare alkanes in our laboratory. Okay, fine. Do practice, do well in your examination. Thank you.